Alright, what is up guys? My name is Jared. I'm making a tutorial right now for AfterFX, learning how to edit. This is going to be the first episode. I'm going to cover syncing, screen pumps, flashes, and black bars, and just a basic color correction. So hopefully I can get this done in about 15 minutes. You guys should have already seen the preview. I should have put that up on the screen already. So now I'm going to begin. First thing you're going to want to do is open AfterFX, obviously. Then you're going to want to import your clips. You can go to File, Import, and then File, and just import stuff from here. Or you can just double click in this area and import stuff. I already have everything I need though. I have my clip, I have a gun sound, and the song. If you guys want a gun sound pack, let me know. I can make one, because I know a lot of people don't have gun sounds, so just let me know. So first what we're going to do is take our song and drag it onto this button right here. This will make a new composition. I'm going to go to Composition Settings, rename this to Main. And make sure this is 1280 by 720. If it was like, say, 1280 by 718, and you try to change this to 720, as you can see it changed the top to 1284. So what you got to do is uncheck the lock aspect ratio, then change it, and then you can check it back up. Make sure it's square pixels and 59.94 frames per second. Alright, so let's get started. Now I'm going to press L and then L again. It'll show the waveform. As you can see, the drop looks like it's right there, so I'm going to drag the work area over to here, and then I'm going to press the RAM preview button. Yeah, so as you can see, the drop is right here. So I'm going to make a marker. What you can do is go to Layer, Add Marker. You could either do that, or you can just press the star on your numpad if you have a number pad on your keyboard. Right, so now we're going to import our clip. We're going to drag this in. We are going to go and drag it until about where he shoots. So right there looks good. You can see the bullet and the muzzle flash. So then we're going to make a marker on this as well. And then now what we're going to do is go to where he finishes reloading, right about there. We're going to go to Edit Split Layer. You can also press Control-Shift-D. I just can't right now because I'm recording. So now I'm going to go to where I want the kill cam to start, right about here. I'm going to split it again, and then I'm going to delete this middle one. If you right click this marker, you can delete it because you don't want it there. But now what we're going to do is start this clip. So turn off the clip audio. I'm going to press the period on my number pad to preview the audio. If you don't have this, just RAM preview it. Just turn off your clips like that and RAM preview it. Alright, so on the song right here, as you can, if you can listen right now, so right about here would be a great spot for fade in. So I'm going to turn my clips back on. I'm going to go to maybe here at the end, and then I'm going to keyframe I'm going to press T on my clip to enable the opacity. Then I'm going to click the stopwatch right here. That's a keyframe. Basically what a keyframe does is it means you can change effects and other things gradually. So if I go to the beginning right here, set this to 0, as you can see it gradually fades in. So now what I'm going to do is drag this clip like this, hold shift, and it'll snap right to it. And now we're going to do some basic pan crop. So we're going to press S for scale. Make a keyframe right when he shoots. Right click this keyframe. Go to Keyframe Assist and Easy Ease. That'll just make the keyframes look a lot more smooth. Now we're going to go to the beginning. We're going to set it to 110. And what this will do is basically, as you can see, it just scales out gradually. And I think that looks really nice. I use that in most of my edits. And now we are going to look for the beats again. So there's a beat right here, which would be great for a flash, so I'm going to teach you guys that in a few minutes. But first, now we're just going to keep looking for beats, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so now I found some beats. I'm just going to preview this quick.
Maybe it's just the way we were, maybe it's just the way I am, maybe it's that feeling every time I got to hold your hand.
So I'm going to have this clip end here. So what we're going to do is go to where he shoots, press Control-Alt-T to enable time remapping. We're we're gonna make a keyframe right when he shoots, and we're gonna make a keyframe at the beginning. And then what we're gonna do is go to where we want slow-mo to start. I would say about here. Want to make a keyframe, and then we want to go to where we want it to end. Start about here. And then we're gonna drag this keyframe over to this beat, and we're gonna split this layer. Control-Shift-D or edit split layer. We're gonna delete that. And now I'm gonna preview this for you guys quick. So as you can see, there's keyframing, the slow-mo right there, which looks really nice, and it ends right at the beat. So what we're going to do is make a little transition. So we're going to go to the first frame, it's black. We're going to set this to 110. We're going to go back 5 frames. So where it says 2533 here, we're going to make that 2528. Or you can just go back frame by frame right here. And we're going to set it to 100. And then we'll just do a quick scale in. And now we're going to drag this over. Or you can just press the open bracket right next to the P on the keyboard. We're going to drag this down below that clip. And we are going to have him shoot here, I noticed. So yeah, he's going to shoot right here, and we're going to have a flash here. So go to right about where he shoots, right there. Split the layer. Delete the bottom part. And then we're going to want to make a marker here. We're going to go Control-Alt-T for keyframing. And then we're going to make a keyframe, not right here, just a little ways this way, so we can move this back here and speed it up a little bit. So now he shoots right there. We're going to do the same thing that we did on the first clip with the scale. Keyframe the scale when he shoots. Easy ease that. Go to the first frame and set it to 110, and you can see it really well on this one because there's no fade. It just gradually scales down. And now we are going to have screen pumps. So make a new adjustment layer. You can go to layer, new adjustment layer, or go to Control-Alt-Y. And we're gonna rename this to pumps just by clicking on it and then pressing enter. Then we're gonna go to transform, drag this on, and right when he shoots, we're gonna click the scale, my bad, keyframe, set that to 110. We're going to easy ease this. We're going to go back 5 frames and then set this to 100. And we're going to copy these, paste them on all the beats. I paste them on the front, just the front of the clip, just so it adds a little bit more effect to the scale out. And then I'm going to put it here, here, and on this last marker here. That's where I'm going to have this clip end, but we're going to do that later, so I'm not going to do that yet. So now we're going to add the flashes after I preview this quick, just so you guys can see what the screen pumps look like.
Maybe it's just the way we were, maybe it's just the way I am, maybe it's that feeling every time I got to hold your hand.
So as you can see, that looks pretty nice in my opinion. So we're going to make a new adjustment layer. Oh, not Photoshop file, my bad. New adjustment layer. Name this one Flashes. We're going to type in exposure, and we're going to put this on this beat right here, and when he shoots. So we're going to drag on exposure, set it to 0.75, keyframe it. Easy ease, go back 5 frames, set it to 0. Then we're going to go to where it starts. Alright, so sorry for that interruption, someone just walked in, but we're going to go to where the exposure starts, hold down shift, press the next frame key 3 times, that'll go over 30 frames. Then we're going to set it to 0. And we're just going to copy these and paste them. And now we're going to do some slow-mo on this, so we're going to make it start out quick and then go slow. So I'm going to go right here, make a keyframe, go to right here and make a keyframe, and then we're going to select both of these and drag it over a little ways. I think that'll work. And then we're going to split this layer and delete that, and then we're going to do the quick scale transition again. 110, go back 5 frames, 100. So now I'm going to preview this quick.
Maybe it's just the way we were, maybe it's just the way I am, maybe it's that feeling every time I got to hold your hand.
Alright, so now we're going to add an effect to this shot. We're going to add a radial blur, so type in radial blur, get CC radial blur, drag that on, change this from scratch to fading zoom, keyframe the amount, press U to view your keyframes, keyframe assistant easy ease, set this to 8, go back 5 frames, set it to 0, and then we're going to go over 40 frames this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, holding shift, by the way. Set it to 0, and then that is how you keyframe an effect. So now we're going to add some black bars and a color correction. So to make black bars, go to layer, new, solid, name it bars, make sure it's comp size, make sure the color is black, that's really important. Now some people use a picture for their black bars. I personally don't like doing that because I think using this is much better quality. So anyways, we're going to type in CC JAWS, drag this on to the solid, set the height to 0, you can set the completion, I use 86, you can do anywhere from 90 to 84. I would say 90 is on the small side, 84 is on the big side. I personally like 86, I think it looks nice, so that's what I use. Now we're going to get into a quick color correction. So we're going to make a new adjustment layer, put it below the bars, that's really important. You don't want the color correction over the bars. Name this CC, and then we're going to type in curves and drag this on. You're going to take this line right here, we're going to click up here, drag that up a little bit, and down here we're going to drag it down. That just adds some contrast. As you can see, the difference right there looks really nice. Now we're going to add a tint on. I personally love this effect. I love using tint. We're going to set it to 25. That just gives it a nicer look. We're going to get some brightness and contrast. We're going to set this to -10. Set the contrast to 15. That it adds a nice effect to it as well. And then we're going to get a sharpen. This is probably my favorite part about the color correction. Drag that on, set it to 15. And as you can see, when I turn it off, you can see there's a huge difference. Especially if I put it on full. This is on full with it off, this is on full with it on. There's a big difference, you can tell. So now I'm going to preview this. Oh, one more thing actually. We're going to do some transform, some wiggle and stuff. So get a transform, drag this onto the color correction. I like setting the scale to about 105. We are going to hold down Alt and click the stopwatch to keyframe. We're going to type in wiggle in this expression, parenthesis 1, 2, parenthesis, for rotation, that is. Then for position, we're going to click Alt and click the keyframe. We're going to go wiggle, parenthesis 1, 2, yeah, 1, 8. So if I RAM preview this, you guys should be able to see this. It looks really nice.
Maybe it's just the way we were, maybe it's just the way I am, maybe it's that feeling every time I got to hold your hand.
Alright guys, so I want to thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and let me know in the comments below if you want me to do this more than once a week. I planned on doing these every Thursday, but if you guys want, I can do twice a week, maybe Tuesday and Thursday or something. So just let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Peace.